Welcome all of you again. So today we will discuss about the software engineering. So as all of you know that in real life we are using different types of software. So maybe software is used for your computer or laptop devices, or you can use the software for your Android devices also. So in real world, every day we will see the different types of software are available in market. So the software may be used for any embedded system also. So small embedded system also consist of a small software installed inside it. So by using this software, the working of these devices will be done properly. So let us see what is software. What is the mean of actual software concepts? So software is what it is. It is the addition of a computer program and documentation. So computer program is what it is a set of codes that is written in any of the languages, and documentation consists of different requirements from the users. Then user manuals, so that the user will get familiar with how to operate that particular software. So in general we can say that it is software means what it is a combination of computer program and its associated documentation. Software is generally designed to perform a specific task also. Suppose for example we will consider any small embedded system, like suppose if we take the example of your washing machine, then the washing machine is an example of one embedded system. In that embedded system, uh, a small software is also installed inside it. So this software will perform its specific task that is assigned with it, and that is programmed by the manufacturer. Okay, so what is the actual function of that particular software that is installed in your washing machine? So that software will sets the time either for washing, either for drying the clothes. So each particular function that can be handled by the software which is inside installed inside the your embedded system. Again, suppose we take the example of Microsoft Word. Then what is function of that software? The software is used to create a documentation. So by using the Microsoft Word we will create a documentation, or by the we will create any presentation or any Excel file. So that is the function that is related to that particular software. If we take the example of banking related software, then what is use of that software? So that software will provide the facility regarding to the banking sector to its client. So by using the banking software, the user can make a fund transfer or any banking related operation. So that is what that facility or that functions will be provided by that particular software. So by looking all these example, we can say that the software each software consists of its own functionality, or that will be used to perform a specific task. So let us come to again on our points. So what is the software? So as we know that software is what it is a computer program and associated documentation. So documentation means what like requirements from the user, then whatever the models are used for designing the software, and the user manuals. So all these are documentation. So it's what the software is, what it is combination of computer programs and its associated documentation. As we know that different types of softwares are available in market. So some of the softwares are developed for a particular customer, and some of are designed for the regular or general market. Okay, means that will be available for all the users. Suppose for example, if we take the example of banking related application, so that application is only available for those customer who are the clients of that particular bank. So that is what this software is developed only for this particular client of that bank. So this is the one type of software. And other type of software means, for example, suppose if we take the example of any e-commerce application, so that application will be available for all users. So it is available in general market. So it is what it is a second type of software. If we consider the software products, then there are two types of software products are there. One is generic software products, and other one is a custom software products. So generic software products means what? Those software developed to be sold on a range of different customers. Means a single software is developed and that is available for all users, that will be categorized into the general software products. Suppose for example Microsoft Word or Excel, if we consider this example, so these softwares are available for all the users. So this is what the software will be categorized into the generic type. And other type is a custom. Custom means what? Those software that is only designed for a particular client or for a single customer according to his requirement, then it is in the category of the custom softwares, or we will call as a custom software products also. Custom software means what? The software in which the user can able to make some changes, that is a custom software. Suppose if we take the example, suppose as all of you know that when we are installing some operating system on your laptop or a computer, that time we have seen that there are two options are there, custom installation and the default installation. Suppose if you select the custom installation of operating system, that time we are able to make some changes, means we have set some settings before installation process. So that is little same about the custom softwares. Now let us see the different components that are used in designing process of the software. So there are three main components in software designing. So first one is a program, documentation and operating system. Now as already discussed about the program means what? It is set of codes that is written in any one of the languages. And documentation means what? It consists of user requirements, then design methods or user manuals. So that is what the documentation. And third component is operating procedures. So whenever we want to design any software, that time we have to consider these components of software. Once the software development process is finished, that time documentation manual is created, and that documentation manual can be provided to the tester, then it is provided to the users also. So what is the use of this documentation? So whenever any new software is designed, that time it consists of some special process for handling to that particular software. The documentation manual that is provided to the user, that is also called as a user manual, and that user manual consists of a standard procedure which consists of, or it will indicate how to handle that particular software. Likewise there are again different types of documentation are there. So that is analysis specification, which consists of formal specification, then context diagram and data flow diagrams. Then design documentation. So in design documentation if the software is acceptable by all global users, that time we can say that it is a good software. Let us see the some key challenges that are faced by the software engineering. So whenever new software is to be designed, that time number of challenges are to be faced by the software engineering process or by the development team. So let us see what are these challenges. So the challenges are heterogeneity, delivery, and the trust. So first one is heterogeneity. So what is heterogeneity? Means whenever we are designing or developing any new software, that time it is very complicated that to select means which platform is to be used for developing that particular software, or which design model is used to design the system architecture for required for that particular software. So this is what the developing techniques for building the software that can cope with the heterogeneous platform and execution environment. The next key challenge is delivery of the software. So it's most big challenge faced by the software engineering. Means whenever any client give its requirements, and then he will told that we need the delivery of that particular software in few days or in few months. So it is very complicated that time to develop that particular software within this timeline. So this is the delivery is also a key challenge that is facing by the software engineering. So in order to deliver that particular software fastly, we need to develop such techniques that leads the faster delivery of the software. Next challenge is trust. While designing any new software, that time the software must be trustful. Means developing the technique that demonstrate the software can be trusted by its users. User must have the trust inside that particular software. So that is also the big key challenge that is facing by the software engineering. Now let us see some software application types. So first type of application is a standalone application. So what is mean by standalone application? Those software that are installed on the individual computer or PC, and all its functionality will be available inside it. So that is what the standalone application. And such type of application does not need any internet connection or any other connectivity. All the operating functions will be handled by that particular software itself. If we consider the example of Adobe Photoshop that is installed on any particular PC, so this software does not needs its function to be controlled by remotely. So all the functions of the software controlled by that individual softwares. So there is no need to control any function remotely here. Second type of applications are interactive transactional based application. Means application that execute on remote computer, and they are accessed by the user from their own PC or terminals. So these application includes the web application like e-commerce application. Means such types of application requires the active internet connection or other connectivity like Bluetooth or Wi-Fi, so that their function can remotely controlled by from other place. So this is a type of interactive transactional based applications. Then third type of application is embedded control system application. Now these applications means what? These applications are installed on some small hardware devices. So these software have a particular function is associated with them. If we take the example of printer, that time a small software is also inside in that hardware. So the function of that software is only to perform the printing operation. So that is in category of the embedded control system type applications. Next type of applications are batch processing system type application. Here now in this type of application they are able to process a large amount of data at a time. So these are the business systems that are designed to process data in large batches. So they process large number of individual inputs to create the corresponding outputs. Suppose for example, if we consider the softwares that is used for NSE and BSE trading markets, that are able to handle a large amount of data from the number of users, and that data will be processed to generate the some output. So that will be categorized into the batch processing type system applications. Next type of applications are entertainment type system. Means these the main aim of these types of application is to entertain the users. Means these systems are primarily or personal use. Means it is only designed to entertain different users. If we consider the example like photo editor software, then some games, that is the main aim of these types of application is to entertain the user, so it will be categorized into the entertainment system. Then next type of application is system for modeling and simulation. Means these especially these types of applications are used, or it is developed by the scientists and engineers to model the physical processes or situations, which includes many separate interacting objects. Next type of applications are data collection systems. In these types of application, the main aim of these applications to collect the data from their environment using a set of sensors, and that send that data later on onto the system for processing. Suppose the softwares that is used in weather forecast, that is an example of data collection system. So those software which are used in weather forecast consist of different types of sensors, like temperature sensors, then physical distance sensors, then object sensors. So all the sensors will collect the data from the physical environments, and after that sensing that data, then it will send that data to the its primary system for further processing of that particular data. Next type of applications are system of system application. Now these are what? These are the system that are composed of a number of software system. Means what? Suppose if we have one software, and we want to control that particular software by the another software, so that another software will be categorized into the system of system software. So that software will be able to control more than one softwares. So this is the system of system. So in design documentation, they have provided the flowcharts, entity relationship diagrams. Then implementation document consists of a source code, then cross reference listing, then the manual that is provided with the tester, which consists of test data and the test results. Means whenever any software development process is completed, that time that software firstly testing on that particular software, testing is done by the tester, and after testing, the test data and test result will be stored as a part of documentation. Again, operational procedure will provide two type of documentation. One is user manuals and other one is operational manuals. So in operational manuals, all the operational functions related to that particular software is documented. So it will consist of installation guide and system administration guide. Installation guide means whenever any new software while we install on the hardware, that time it consists of some standard procedure and that have to be follow in order to successful installation of that particular software. So that will be documented in installation guide. In user manual, it consists of system overview, means whenever any new software is generated for the users, that time all the system overview will be documented in user manual. Again, it consists of beginners guide. Beginners guide means initially how to operate that particular software, that will be documented, and after that the reference guide will be documented in the user manual also. Next topic is software engineering. So software engineering means what? The software engineering is an engineering discipline that is concerned with all aspects of software production, from the early stage of system specification to maintain the system after it has gone into use. Means what? It is a procedure, it is what, it is standard procedure that will concern with the all the stages of software engineering. All the stages means what? Suppose if we design any new software, that time the software development process is start with user requirements. After getting the user requirements, then some standard method is used or some standard model is used to design that particular software. After using that particular model, then one of the any standard languages are used to program that particular software, and then after that testing will be done, and then the software is in last stage. So all these stages have to be concerned. So whenever the product once delivered to the user, then its maintenance will be efficiently done. So that's why the software engineering we need to create, so that we will maintain that particular software after it is in use by the user. The software engineering is concerned with theories, then methods and tools for the professional software development. Now when the first conference is taken on the software engineering, that time the definition of the software engineering is given as the establishment and the use of sound engineering principles in order to obtain economically developed software that is reliable and work efficiently on the real machine. Let us see some difference points between the software engineering and computer science. So computer science means what? The computer science is what? It is concerned with the theory and fundamentals, and software engineering means the software engineering is what? It is concerned with the practicalities of developing and delivering the useful software. Again, the computer science theories are still insufficient to act as a complete underpinning for the software engineering. All of we aware that currently different manufacturing plants are automated. So in these automated plants, a computer system and software, the combination of both software engineering and computer science is implemented. So those system that is implemented with the help of computer science and software engineering, that is called as a computer aided software engineering, and which is also in short we can call it as a CASE, computer aided software engineering. From this we can define the computer aided software engineering as it is a system that is intended to provide the automated support for the software process activity. Suppose if we consider the example of any automated system, in that case all the software processes or the software functionalities that will be controlled by a single computer system. So that is that system we can also call as a computer aided software system. Now this case system often used for the method supports. So there are two methods, one is uppercase and a lowercase. Uppercase, in which tools to support the early process activities of the requirement and design, and for lowercase, tools to support the later activities such as programming, debugging and testing. In this topic we are discussing about the some attributes or the feature of any good software. So when we call as a software is a good, that is depends on its attributes. So we are going to discuss about its attributes. The first attributes for any good software is a maintainability. So what is maintainability? Means suppose if we develop any software and if we deliver that software to the users, and suppose after that if we want to make some changes inside the that particular software, that time the process should be smoothly conducted. Means whatever the changes are there, it is easy to make changes inside that particular software. So means the updation and upgradation process will be easier. So that software will be in the category of good software. So first attributes is what? It is a maintainability. Second attribute is a dependability. Dependability means what? Suppose if we are using any particular software and if for operating purpose we need to any another software for any another software support is required to operate that particular software is correctly. So that is what dependability means. If the software is a good software, that time that software should not be dependent on the other software. So that is we can say that it is a good software. So if the software is consists of dependability, means what? It is reliable to use, then again it consists of higher security. Then next attributes of software is efficiency. The software is said to be good software if the efficiency of that particular software is higher. Efficiency means what? The software should not make a wasteful use of system resources like memory and processor cycles. So means whenever we use any software, that time it cannot use our hardware resources. So it should includes the responsiveness, processing time and memory utilization. Then next attributes is acceptability. Acceptability means what? The software should be acceptable by all the global users. Means software must be accepted by the users for which it was designed. This means it must understandable, usable, compatible with other systems, and it should have the appropriate user interface and adequate the documentation. If the software is accepted, at the last we will see the key points of today's lecture. So initially we have seen that the definition of software. The software is a computer program and associated documentation such as requirement, design, model and user manual. Then second key point is software engineering is an engineering discipline that is concerned with all the aspects of software production. Then next key point is software products consist of development programs and associated documentation. Then next point is Essential products attributes are maintainability, dependability, efficiency, and usability. Next key point is CASE, that is computer aided software engineering, that is used in automation system. So it is a software system that are intended to provide the automated support for the software process activities. So we will stop here. Thank you so much. If you have any doubt regarding to this lecture, you can ask your queries or your question on the description box that is below in this video, and also subscribe this channel so that whenever the new video will publish on this YouTube channel, you will get notified. Also like this video and share with your friends. Thank you.